everybody, it's Cheyenne, and you're tuning in to episode 2 of Shy Speaks. Thank you so much for checking out my first video. This is my second video, and on this video, we will be talking about mental health because May is all about Mental Health Awareness Month, and why not talk about mental health?
I just came here to let y'all know.
Okay, so in today's video, I have some stuff written down in my little handy dandy book. Very much organized today because the first video I wasn't really organized, but we're gonna get into it. So what is mental health? Mental health is basically everything that goes on in a human's brain that they don't speak about, but they show it in different forms of body language, speech, energy, how they move, the things that they do, and like why they do it. So with mental health, all I can say is you can go through things and not even knowing that you're going through things. And I feel like it's important to have someone there for you, to talk to you, to listen to you, to be able to vent, because things that are in our head can make us go crazy. And I don't think people understand it because I feel like me personally, I went through multiple trials of dealing with mental health, and that's something that is serious. When they be like, check on your peoples, check in on them, call them, let them know that you love them, or just see how they doing, that's what they mean. Sometimes people just want you to call them and just see how they doing. How you doing, mom? Call you. I love you. I just want to see that. I just want to tell you that this and that, yada, yada. Call up your sister, call up your brother, call up your cousin. Because you never know how they would feel if you call them and let them know what's going on. Like, I want to hear your voice. And it probably could light up the day. Like, do y'all know the rates of suicide, the high rates of suicide, the high rates of people just feeling like they're lost and alone? And mental health can come in different signs, different ways that you wouldn't even know. As I stated in my last video before, I dealt with depression without even knowing I dealt with depression. And there's many different signs that comes with depression. You're always tired. You don't really want to talk to people. Depression can come in different forms as far as like clutter. You basically sit in a bunch of your filth, and it's comforting to you, but to others it's alarming. So those are just little signs that you can pick up on, like if you think someone's going through depression. How well do you feel like protecting your peace is to you? Because I don't feel like, okay, so with me, when it comes to me and protecting my peace, if I don't want to talk, I'm not going to talk. If I don't want to text, I don't want to text. I just hate faking a funk. Like, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to be around nobody. And that's just what it's going to be. I've never been the one that's finna act like I'm not the one that's going through something. But one thing for sure, babe, you won't see it. So when I talk about mental health and I say stuff like, oh, okay, I'm not feeling good, I'm having a down day, sometimes you just need to take some time to rest and recuperate and just give yourself grace. That's the best thing I can say, because I feel like as humans we go through enough all the time, every day. 24 hours be crazy, okay? And the time speeds up. Like, if you guys really like know, I feel like it was just Christmas. I feel like it was just Christmas, and time is of the essence, and you have to make use of your time because it's literally slipping out of our hands. And when it comes to making time for yourself, that aids into self-care as well. I say self-care really will get you on the point that you need to be into. So mental health is important. Take your time, take your days off, take your naps. If you're a girl, self-care, get your facial, get your hair done, get your nails done, lashes, whatever you like to do that, aids to your maintenance, When it comes to me, I do the same thing. I get my hair done. Yeah, I'm just a girl. God forbid I like be looking cute. God forbid I love looking cute. So, yeah. I feel like I'm getting off topic, so let me go on and get this little book. Everywhere. I feel like when it's time for you to set boundaries and protect your peace and tell people no, you feel guilty about it. Because honestly, in my opinion, I feel like I felt guilty for so long for telling people no, because I feel like all my life I was always a yes girl. Like, yeah, I'll do this, yeah, I'll do that, just because I'm trying to be a helping hand. But if it's a disadvantage to me, I cannot help you. Like, if my battery is low, I cannot add on to your battery that's low as well with the low piece of battery that I have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand that everybody can't do everything on their own, but don't try to come to me to take my little bit of energy that I got. I'm trying to get through my little day with my little energy, okay? Like, chill out. And I feel like that's something that people used to always do with me. They would try to take my energy to complete their projects. If I got a project that I'm trying to complete, I'm going to complete my project. And maybe if I have energy to help you with your project, I will help you. And when I say project, y'all, whatever you dealing with, like, some people call your phone, they be wanting an event. They can go to ChatGPT about that. You could talk to the Lord about that, and then won't nobody know about it because you talk to him about it. Get a journal. Get a journal. Write down your thoughts. And you might even write a poem. But I always vent to someone. I just feel like everybody won't really understand where you're coming from. And I feel like the best thing to do is to do it on your own. Like, yes, a village can really help you with large support of, things that you need as far as resources, communication, and other things like that. But let's be honest, everybody is not always a helping hand, and it's not always gonna be like that, because we gotta be realistic at the end of the day. Okay, so you gotta take the the certain precautions to really get you where you gotta go. Some days I don't feel like talking to nobody. Some days I don't feel like looking at nobody, and those are the days where I just don't go around nobody. Why do I have to fake, like, why do I have to fake how I feel to please you? I feel like that's a humongous problem when it comes to everybody. If you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. If you don't feel like hanging with the people, don't hang with them. You shouldn't even be around people that don't even make you feel whole. You should not be around people who don't make you feel whole. You shouldn't be around people that don't support you, and vice versa. You should be supporting people that you're around. If you're not supporting them, you shouldn't be around them. What are we doing? I'm just saying, mentally, that's draining. You draining yourself. You wasting your time. And it's like you putting on a front for people that don't really care about you. Beware of energy draining demons that don't look like demons. They look like angels, okay? You got to use your discernment. Trust how you feel when you get around these people. Do they drain you? Do they make you feel like you don't have no energy when you leave from their presence? Like, what really is going on? Because, shit, I don't even know. You have to set emotional boundaries when it comes to everything. Like, people don't obey your boundaries because you don't give them boundaries to obey. That's the truth. You let them do whatever to you, and you just let them just walk over you. They tell you what they want and you do it. They say jump, you jump. And now you mad. Now your mental messed up. Now you're confused on why these people treating you like that, because you allowed it. Mamas, let's be for real.
Oh, you must not know what you done started. Me and my bitch go retarded.
Have y'all ever noticed? Have y'all ever noticed the things you used to wear, the way you used to think, the people you used to hang around? It's not the same no more. That's what it's called when you outgrow people, places, and things. And I feel like that's something that I'm going through currently in my 26 years of living. I used to party a lot. I used to hang around a lot of people. I didn't even know if they liked me. They were just cool party people. I used to dress provocative, very. I'm gonna be honest, I did. But it was all because I was being a rebel. When you grow up in a household that basically, how can I put it in so many words? Basically, a strict household, and then you finally get the advantage to go out. Oh, you're gonna make the best out of it, okay? My first trip was to Vegas. I remember I went. I don't know what birthday it was. I was like either 23 or 24. I bought my ticket to Vegas and I went. I didn't, well, did I? I don't even know if I told my mom or anybody. I don't think it was a secret. Well, it just wasn't a business. You know what I'm saying? I paid for it and I went by myself. Yes, I was scared, but so, you know, I feel like when you in a shelter type of, I'll say, super strict, can't do this, can't do that, it kind of makes it hard for you to be who you are. And I don't think a lot of people realize that when it comes to raising their children, making people feel open and have the open space to be their self around them. So it's just like you act the way you act because of the things that you went through as a child, the things that you've seen as a child, your environment, all of that. So I feel like personally, as the woman, the grown woman that I am right now, when I reflect on, how I acted and how I moved, it was all me trying to get out of that, like, stereotypical of, oh, you're going to grow up and this is not going to happen. And let's speak on that. A lot of people always what they try to do? They try to determine your future when they ain't even finished theirs. They ain't even get nowhere in theirs. How you gonna tell me what I'm finna do with my life? And you won't even know what you're finna do with your life, baby. We on two different paths. And I know for a fact you're not gonna see the vision when it comes to me. I know the vision that I got, but you don't got the same lenses on as me. Like, it gotta make sense. It gotta correspond. A lot of people won't ever really understand what you're doing, especially if it's something that's not a norm. It's not something normal like a 9 to 5. It's not something normal like you clocking in and clocking out. With me, I always had big dreams. People would call me probably delusional, and that's okay because delusional is the same starting word with different. I'm not like y'all. I'm not saying I want to be like y'all. If anything, I want y'all to be inspired. Yeah. I want y'all to be so inspired that y'all can really chase y'all dreams and not just chase monthly paychecks or 2-week paychecks of, okay, I got to pay for this, I got to pay for that. Oh, this is my life. I don't like my job. You don't like your job because that's not something that makes you happy. You don't like your job because you're not enjoying the downtown when it comes to working. What do you do after? Do you have hobbies? What do you do? Oh, people like, I don't do nothing. I just go to work and I come home. You don't do nothing. You don't go grab some ice cream. You don't go exercise. You don't do this. You don't do that. Like, literally, when I tell y'all, it is so many things that you can do in this life, and it doesn't have to come with a price tag. It can really be free. People's first excuse to really be like, oh yeah, I ain't got no money right now. It's not about money. It's about the experience. You know how many free experiences that I've experienced in my lifetime? You have to network. You have to connect to people. You have to talk to people that you don't know because everyone's a stranger until you know them or you get to know them. Like, I feel like people really feel like they're going to find friends or find a partner when they're always in the house. Like, no, it's not going to happen like that. No. You have to really be active. Move around, do what you got to do, meet people, socialize, network, tell them what you do, ask them what they do, really socialize and do stuff like that. I don't think people do that nowadays. They just want to add you online, add you on Facebook, add you on Instagram, add you on Snapchat, and then just watch what you do all day. They'll ask for your number one day. I'm telling y'all the pattern. They'll ask for your number one day. Y'all maybe a text, y'all maybe won't. But me personally, I'm not a texter. You're going to have to get on that phone with me, baby. Okay? TT too old. You're going to have to get on that phone. You're going to have to get on that phone, or you're gonna have to pull up on me. We're gonna have to go somewhere and do an activity. I like fun things. I like food. I like the luxuries in life. I like steaks and oysters. Don't play, okay? Yeah, that's just what it is. Like, you gotta know what you want in life. You can't be like, I don't know all the time, because it makes you sound like you lost. Because if I'm always talking about I don't know, you sound lost. And being lost in the sauce ain't cute. What? No, we're not gonna do that. Um, yeah, we're not gonna do that. That is not what we're gonna do. I don't even know what we were just talking about. I got ADHD, so I forgot. That's why I got this notebook. But yes, this is my podcast, Shy Speaks. I'm Cheyenne. Nice to meet y'all. I'm 26, from Chicago, and I stay in Chicago. So that's y'all. This is my podcast. This is episode 2. Yes, ma'am. Not sure what we were talking about, but we're gonna get back into it. Oh, we were talking about outgrowing the person that you are. Okay. I feel like with growing up as a girl. Okay, so scratch that. 26, 27. That's when your frontal lobe develops as a woman. Like, you start thinking differently than how you did when you was 19, how you did when you was 15. Like, your brain just has, I say, it's like you have an epiphany. I could be somewhere right, somewhere wrong, but it's like you start to see stuff so differently that you got to be out of your dang on mind if you don't change the way you move. Like, if it's not developing, you're decaying. Like, I was watching what's this series on Netflix? It's called Forever. They had one season. It was like 8 episodes. I was watching it, and like, they really got some good points in that show. Like, it's not really about two people being a couple and being sweet and a guy chasing a girl chasing a boy. No, it's really like the fundamentals of life and stuff like that when it comes to people. And like, I like watching stuff like that because it's a deeper message when it comes to topics in life. You know, a couple things that I got from the show was, don't be afraid to take that chance when it comes to anything in life, because what you are scared of, on the other side of that scaredness is a great opportunity that you might want to receive. So you might want to receive that blessing, okay? The blessing is you not letting anxiety or scarcity stop you from doing what you got to do. And it's not an issue of being scared, nervous, because when you're scared and nervous, it's just something that you've never done before. And I used to tell myself all the time, like, stuff I do. That's why I be taking risks when I be doing so much stuff in life, because just like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Literally. Like, y'all, I went to hair school 3 years ago. I don't know why I counted. It's been like so long. I went to hair school. I got my license. It was something so scary for me. Like, when I say scary, because I went up there and not knowing how to do nothing. Okay? And what's so crazy is, I feel like people want you to go to a school and know how to do things. You're supposed to go to school to learn. Don't go into anything thinking that you're supposed to know how to do it completely. That's why when you get a job, they train you. You're not supposed to walk into something knowing what to do all the time, you know? Basic fundamentals of life, of doing certain, essential things when it comes to like moving and stuff like that and thinking, may be different to you and may be different to others. But best believe, you gotta learn over time. So what can I say? When I when I first went to hair school, this is gonna be a different topic, y'all. Probably in another video. I got right down with topics. When I went to hair school, I didn't even know how to corn roll on the scalp. I knew how to corn roll, period. Like 3 strands, nothing. But on the scalp, I did not know how to do that. Did you know this instructor told me that I was weird for not knowing how to braid on the scalp? And then when she tried to show me, she called me weird because I didn't know what I was doing. Man, y'all, this is hair school where they teach us how to do hair. I don't know how we got to this point, but we're here, okay? So come here, we're here with it. It's okay. It's okay. But what I had to get to y'all point is, I knew I didn't know how to corn roll before I got there. I knew I didn't know how to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just knew if I wanted to learn how to do something and really do it as a service, I need a license. I want to really be top notch. I don't want to just be like, oh, you do hair what I like. I just like to be legit. When it comes to anything in life, I like to be legit. I don't really like all that playing around. I don't like when people try to, put half in it. What do you mean 50-50, 100%? I need you to do everything 100%. Because if you're not putting 100% up in it, what you doing? You wasting your time. That's what I be saying. Like, when it comes to anything in life, you have to make it make sense. You can't just be wasting your time. You can't just be doing anything. Like, what is this going to do for that? What is that going to do for this? You just got to think about it like that. So, outgrowing the girl I was when I was younger and growing into the grown woman that I am today feels beautiful. It feels liberating. I feel graceful because I don't think the same. I don't talk the same. I look the same. I look young. I look real young for my age. I do. But that's a blessing, When you take care of your skin, when you exercise, when you do all the things that you're supposed to be doing, that's what's going to happen for you. And I don't think people even understand that that's key. Health is wealth, You're rich in aura. You're rich in spiritual self-care abundance, okay? That's prosperity. But that's it, y'all. I know this episode right here was all over the place, but I told y'all I got ADHD, okay? We're going to be talking about anything, everything, and whatever, okay? Even if it comes to my head, I'm just going to say it. What's the point? But it's your girl, Cheyenne. It's Shy Speaks, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
I just came here to let y'all know